What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brandon back with another video, and today we're talking about the RTX 3060 12 gigabytes. So not the Ti, the 3060 Ti that has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. This is the non-Ti, but it has 12 gigabytes of VRAM. So yeah, we'll talk about that more here in a second. But let me flip the screen over and let's just jump right into it. So bam, EVGA's already got a little site spun up for it. A couple of the other manufacturers are spinning those up also. This was just announced on the CES. NVIDIA did like a CES thing. They talked about a lot of stuff. 30 series coming to mobile, blah, blah, blah. The only new graphics card they did announce or confirm to announce, because they're not available until the end of February, I believe. So we're looking at a whole another month and a half before we can get our hands on them. Supposedly, probably longer than that. But the RTX 3060 12 gigabyte. A lot of people right out of the gate super confused. It's like, why does it have more VRAM, but it's supposed to be not a Ti, which is typically, if you're new to the graphics card world, if you have a 3060 and then you have a 3060 Ti, a Ti is a better model. So a 3070 and then a 3070 Ti, and then 3080 and then a 3080 Ti, 3090, 3090 Ti. That's how it's been in the past, 2080, 2080 Ti, blah blah blah. Anyway, and this is the first time NVIDIA has ever, from my knowledge, done a lower tier card with significantly more VRAM. It's not like it has 1 gig or 2 gig. It's got what, four gigs more VRAM. I mean, heck, that's the total VRAM on a lot of cards from last generation, or even maybe 2 generations back. But let's see here. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I have an article up here. It's by cryptoage.com. It's actually a Russian article that was published today, and they break down and they kind of show you. Hold on, let me turn my. Sorry if my mic settings. I had my mic turned up a little too hot. Is that better? Test 1 2. But they kind of break down and show you a regular 3060 versus a 3060 Ti versus a 3070. So CUDA cores, you're looking at 4,864 on the regular 3060 Ti, and then 3,584, or 35% less. It's actually 64% less compared to a 3070, but the Ti to non-Ti, 35% less. That's a big jump down. Now, as for the gigaflops, as I like to call it, or floating point performance G flops, 35% less, 64%, blah blah blah. It's supposed to be linear with the actual CUDA cores. Is it? We won't know until it comes out. But memory, 8 gigabytes on the 3070, 8 gigabytes on the 3060 Ti, 12 gigabytes on the 3060. So it's got 50% more than both of those. But if you look at the memory bus width, the 3070 and the 3060 Ti are on a 256-bit memory bus width. So basically, this memory is on a bigger highway, so it can get more cars down that highway. The RTX 3060 non-Ti is on a 192-bit busway. So think of it like a 2-lane highway versus a 3 or 4-lane highway. Even though it's got more VRAM, it's got 33% less bus width. So less lanes for sending cars back and forth. And now a lot of people are like, ooh, that's not going to affect gaming performance. And it might not, because it might not saturate that bus width for gaming. But for mining, that is a huge deal, especially for you Ethereum miners and stuff like that. Huge deal. It's gonna perform worse than a 3060 Ti, and it's gonna I predict 10 to 20% worse. It's not gonna even come close to 60 mega hash. Now, it's showing power usage at 170 watts versus 200 watts on the 3060 Ti, so that may make up for some of its downfalls, because by the time you undervolt it or underclock it, you might be able to get this card down to 100 watts flat, where we're getting the 3060 Ti's down to 125, 130 watts. So might be able to save that extra 20 or 30 watts on the bottom end. Obviously, the MSRP is 330. $399 on a 3060 Ti. I wish I could buy these for $399. I don't think we should even talk about MSRP prices right now, because nothing is for sale for MSRP unless you have a botting program. It's just MSRP stuff is so hard to get your hands on right now. It's just almost like it's elusive. You know what I mean? Elusive. Um, Ethereum hash rate, we already know a 3070 and a 3060 Ti are 60 to 65 mega hash. And it doesn't matter that the 3070 has more CUDA cores. What matters is it's on the same memory on the same bus width. So that's why they get almost identical hash rates on Ethereum, because Ethereum really cares about that memory speed. So now that the 3060 has a smaller bus width, this website is forecasting 45 to 49 mega hash. That's not horrible. That's not horrible. But for a $330 card, by the time it gets scalped up to $500, I don't know. I don't know. So let's just keep on reading and see. Now Grin 32, the 3070 with its extra CUDA cores is able to squeak out a 0.63 versus the 3060 Ti at 0.53, and then you're falling pretty far down onto the 0.9 or 0.39 of the Grin 32 hash rate. But there's still a forecast, but they're forecasting it off of the slower bus width and less CUDA cores. So, mm, mm, now when we go down, they actually break it down to Ethereum's watts per mega hash. So on the 3070, you got 3.66 watts per mega hash. On the 3060 Ti, 3.33, which is basically up there at the top. It's the king, if not the king, right now for NVIDIA mining 100%. Some people are saying that there's some discrepancy on the AMD side of things, and that some of the 5700 XTs or 5700s are more efficient. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the 3060 Ti's. But if you guys look here, so if the 3060 comes in at that 45 to 49 mega hash, it's going to be 3.77 watts per hash, which still isn't bad, but it's worse than the 3060 Ti, and it's worse than the 3070. But for the price, it might actually be good. I don't know. Only time will tell. And obviously it's got some ETH hash USD per mega hash. You're paying $8.30 for every mega hash on a 3070. $6.65 on a 3060, and then $7.33. So if it comes in at that estimated mega hash, the best card for mining out of the bunch right here is still the 3060 Ti. Yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, how the cookie crumbles there. Are you guys going to be buying some regular 3060 12 gigs? I'll probably get my hands on one of them if I can get it for MSRP or anywhere close to MSRP, because there's still going to be a good card for mining, but I don't think it's going to dethrone the 3060 Ti as being probably one of the top, if not the top, graphics card for mining Ethereum and almost mining in general. So with that being said, guys, I hope everybody has a good day. If you're not a part of the Facebook group and the Discord group, there's going to be links for those down below. Please come join us. Come hang out. We're always in the voice chat, hanging, chilling, doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, and with that being said, peace out. We'll see you on the next one. Adios.